humanity. And I thank you so much for doing it and for freely being the person that you are and for freely giving to us and pouring into us. I pray that your territories will be enlarged greater than you could have ever imagined it. May this new year of your life be more amazing than you could have ever dreamed. And I look forward to us continuing to be a part of your journey and seeing you continue to grow and flourish and blossom and be more beautiful than you already are. God bless you. I love you. We all love you. Take care and have a wonderful night.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
So I want to tell you, Dr. Defoe, you're actually not going to be sharing this evening. This evening is actually your birthday celebration. And for those of you who want to copy the link, it is for Her Excellency Dr. Anita Davis-Defoe's birthday greetings and all that good stuff. And I have some things that I want to share. So you can look at the link to everyone. And this evening session is Happy Birthday, Dr. Anita Davis-Defoe. And I know that Dr. Defoe thought that she was going to escape us by not showing up and didn't get the privilege, but in the class of steel, that doesn't happen so easily. Her Excellency Jeannie is very subtle in her planning. So with that being said, I want to open the class officially, and today is our last class, and it's a little bit of a celebration and a thank you, but it's a review as well, because it's important to review.
What we need to get.
And if you don't review, you will not know how far you've come, or if you're going to be successful. So with that being said, a pleasant good evening. Today is the 17th of December, 2021. The 17th of December, it is our final class of steel meeting for the year. And this evening, we are so privileged to have Her Excellency Dr. Anita Davis-Defoe in the class with us. And we want to first, unanimously as a class, acknowledge her and wishing her a very, very happy belated birthday. She was on travels on the 10th of December, which is actually Human Rights Day, and it's actually my father's birthday as well. She celebrates her birthday the same day as my father, and we just want to convey a happy birthday. So the first thing I'm going to do before I speak, I'm going to allow His Excellency Dr. Donald Ewers, Your Excellency, if you would convey your birthday greetings to Her Excellency Dr. Anita Davis-Defoe, and then we will start the ball rolling with some things that I have to share with you. Your Excellency Dr. Ewers.
A pleasant good evening. Unfortunately, I won't be able to show my face, but I can, because I'm at another function, but I apart and wholeheartedly with the class of steel. So I want to say greetings and to Dr. Defoe. I wish you all the best. Could I say belated birthday? We were excited for you to be there, but unfortunately, I think you had other alternative arrangement. But anyway, we just want to wish you a pleasant, happy birthday. Wish you many more years. Wish you that God's blessing continue to flow and above you. And I know you have a lot to offer. You're a woman of excellence, a woman of dignity, a woman where can have a lot to offer. And so therefore, I salute you, ma'am, and I pray a blessing of God upon your life, and that you continue to do what you're doing, because you strive in excellency. You strive in perfection, in helping other, especially in women of the 21st century. So I'm just saying, blessings, and continue to bless and continue to do your work. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Steele, for this opportunity. Thank you.
You're welcome. I want to ask Her Excellency Bishop Comfort Adu Mummy. We were in Dubai together with Dr. Defoe, and it was such a pleasure for us to be together. Your Excellency, Dr. Comfort, please convey your greetings and your well wishes to Dr. Defoe.
Thank you, Your Excellency, Bishop Dr. Michael, and a pleasant evening to you, all the excellencies, and especially the First Lady, Jeannie, and most especially the celebrant, who is our dear sister, our dear mommy, and our mentor, and our everything. In fact, it was a joy when I met you in person in Dubai. And I wish to have met you earlier than that. But thank God you are on Zoom and you are on Class of Steel, and we meet you almost every Friday. I don't think you'll grow old. So my blessing goes that be blessed and be blessed and be blessed. Happy belated birthday and congratulations. You are so awesome. And I know God, what God has started with you, He will continue to the end. Cheer up, my dear. You are loved. In fact, you are beloved. People were trooping in to see you and to wish you, but I think you dodged us. Today, you are here. I think there's somebody else also on the Zoom wanting to see you. May the Lord richly bless you and keep you for us, and grant you more years and strength in good health, so that whatever He has sent out in your heart, you can deliver to us. May the Lord richly extend your coast, and may you never see any sorrow in your life. May your family, entire family, grow from riches to riches, from glory to glory, from grace to grace. I know you will never be disappointed. Thank you so much. Keep on doing what God has endowed on you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you so very much, Your Excellency Bishop Comfort Adu out of Ghana, bringing greetings from Ghana. I know Dr. Defoe is seated, and Dr. Defoe doesn't have a clue how to deal with this because this isn't the norm. And that's good, because all of you in the class will see will have your turn. Dr. Defoe, you want to say anything at this moment? Because there's not much for you to say, but today's a listening day for you. But do you want to say anything so far, Dr. Defoe?
All I can say to to all of the excellencies, I've gotten over the surprise because I had my PowerPoint in position to start teaching. I thank you all for your thoughtfulness. And that last Friday, I had to travel. My time in Florida was extended because of a conflict in an appointment. And that was the only reason I did not get to spend the day, but know that I'm always touched that the Class of Steel indeed is my global family. And I appreciate you all, and I so appreciate the kind wishes and the birthday celebration. And actually, I'm celebrating for the whole month. So I appreciate you all.
Thank you so very much. Olukoya always quotes you as well. Olukoya, please send your greetings to Her Excellency Dr. Defoe. You're welcome, Olukoya.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, and I appreciate this opportunity. Belated happy birthday to an amazing woman, a woman that believes in us. That's why she pours out everything to us without holding back. I love you so much. I love you so much. My wife loves you so much. My family loves you so much. The Class of Steel loves you so much. You don't know the extent to which your impact is going, because it has not gone. It is going. It keeps moving. It keeps coming and resonating within us at every point where there is a need. Those words are powerful. Those teachings are powerful. Your personality is so charming and is so loving and so infectious that no matter the mood you come to class of Steel with, just like Bishop Steel will always pack up the class, you also always lighten up our hearts. We love you so much, Ma. We are very grateful to you for who you are, for what you represent, and for what you stand for. We believe that you will still see many more happy years of impact, not just in those countries that you visited, but breaking new frontiers, because I see you as a leader that is opening new doors, opening new frontiers, breaking new grounds. So we love you, Ma, and we wish you more happy years ahead. We know you are not slowing down. Instead, you are gathering momentum to hit the ground running and to keep setting the pace for other leaders to follow. Thank you, Ma, for who you are, for what you represent, Ma. We love you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Your Excellency Architect Olukoya. And I would allow Her Excellency Adiola to send her own greetings. Your Excellency Adiola, please send your greetings.
Good evening, Your Excellency. Good evening to all the Excellency in the house. And I want to say happy birthday to the Excellency, Dr. Defoe. Honestly, just like my husband said, you know, we love you. We know the class will still love you. And I think the first time I heard you spoke was during the ladies forum. The ladies forum of class of steel, and you spoke on. I think that particular day was during International Women Day, and you said something, and that thing has never left me, because by God's grace and mercy, I've spoken that word to many women I've come across, that you just have to choose to be joyful. You just have to make up your mind to be joyful. No matter what is happening around you, no matter the circumstances, no matter the family you're coming from, you must choose to be joyful. And I've never forgotten that message. Honestly, I want to thank God and appreciate God for your life. You know, I always look forward to your class because, you know, there is always something to take home in your class. And the Lord has used, you know, your life, you know, to bless us. You know, I have been blessed. My family has been blessed. My husband has been blessed. And we want to thank you. And, you know, it's my prayer, you know, just like every other person, that, you know, your life will continue to be a testimony. You know, wherever you step to, you know, the glory of God upon your life will continue to radiate. You will fulfill purpose in Jesus' mighty name. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you, Your Excellency, for allowing me to talk this evening.
I see you smiling in the background saying, me. I
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Definitely. I want to call His Excellency Daniel Sapuru out of Nigeria in the Franco region representative. Your Excellency Daniel Sapuru, you can convey your greetings to Dr. Defoe.
Hello, good evening, Your Excellency, Dr. Michael Steele. Good evening, everyone in the house. I want to say everybody has said exactly what I wanted to say, but I would really say that Dr. Defoe has actually been a very wonderful resource person in a class of steel. And when we think about her expertise in leadership and everything, obviously our hearts are filled with joy. I, as a person, have learned a lot from her. And it gives me joy when it is time for her to lead the class. So I am only trying to say, happy birthday, our resource person. And we are praying that the Lord will give you many, many more fulfilled and happy years in advance. I mean, you are just there. I pray that what the Lord has put in you, you will continue sharing, and that humanity will continue benefiting from you. I also want to thank Bishop Michael Steele for introducing you into the class of steel, because without him, obviously we would miss a lot of what you have and a lot of what you have shared and a lot of what you are going to share in the future. I also want to thank the First Lady, Jenny Steele, who actually works behind the scene. And we just thank God for that. We also thank God for your son, Josh, because he also makes things work out for us. I believe that, because if he disturbs, obviously he will disturb the whole class. And therefore, I just thank God for him. So I want to say again, Your Excellency, Dr. Defoe, may the Lord actually grant you many, many more fulfilled. You see, I emphasize the word fulfilled because many people might live many years without being fulfilled. May the Lord grant you many, many more fulfilled and happy years. Thank you very much, Dr. Steele, for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you so very much, Your Excellency. And before I go, Dr. Defoe, I see you put your hand up. Go ahead if you want to make a comment. You're free to make a comment, Your Excellency, Dr. Defoe. Go ahead.
I was just smiling when I heard him say fulfill, because he's so right. You know, there's one thing when we go through life and we're thriving, and there's fulfillment. And then there's another thing when we're just surviving and sleepwalking through life. And so I appreciate that, and I receive it, because being able to serve and to fulfill whatever my divine assignment and be a blessing and to be a champion of goodness for others. That is part of my passion and my mission. And so I receive it, and I receive all the beautiful blessings and the caring, because it's always a wonderful thing when people pour into your spirit, into your heart, because people don't have to do that. And when they do, when they display and shower you with goodness, all it can do is make you smile and raise your hand. So I appreciate, all of you. And although there are many of you that I have not met face to face, what we're doing and the work that we do is spirit work, is hard work. And so from that, this is heart connection, spirit connections, because we are all of that same mindset. So that's what makes Class of Steel even more magical, because beyond knowing Your Excellency Bishop Steele before, many of you I've just met as a result of him inviting me into the circle, and a few of you that I've met in Dubai. And so it is magic when you think about Class of Steel, because this is a group of people who are being brought together by this common mission and vision to uplift others. And many of us have never met, but there is this connection. So that brings a smile to me every time I step into the Class of Steel circle.
Thank you so very much. I haven't spoken yet, so it's okay. I want to ask Zionist, Her Excellency Zionist Amaka. Zionist also celebrates you and she quotes you. I listened to her quoting you in class, and Zionist, please convey your well wishes to our chief mentor in the class of Steele.
Yes, thank you, Your Excellency Bishop Dr. Michael Steele. A pleasant evening to all the excellencies in the house, and a wonderful welcoming greeting to Her Excellency Dr. Anita Defoe. We've missed your face, we've missed your voice, we've missed your smile. And what a wonderful day to bring this year to an end and to see you grace the platform of Class of Steele with such charming smile, elegant as usual. And how much more a day when we reflect back on the many years you've worked on this earth, worked in intelligence and impacting knowledge, wisdom, excellence into people, strengthening the weak, encouraging those whose hope are beginning to lead them astray, and bringing beauty out of the depth of the wealth of our life. Thank you so much, and a belated happy birthday. Your life has been impactful. I hear you talk about relevance all the time. Relevance, and that's what you are. Your teaching is relevant to us. Your personality is relevant to us. And yes, we pray to God Almighty that He will continue in His rich grace and truth, continue to abide in you, continue to refuel you and fill you up to the brim with abundance of outpouring, words of knowledge, words of wisdom, teaching, and understanding to humanity wherever you are. We wish you a happy birthday, and we look forward to celebrating more of this with you in the near future. By next year, yes, next year. Hopefully we're going to get together by next year. And how cheeky of me, I'm asking you to give me your design when I should be the one posting our birthday present to you. You have to excuse me. You have to excuse me. A slap on the wrist is uncalled for. So happy, wonderful birthday, and all the prayer that has been spoken upon you, I concur, and I say, may Almighty God grant you your heart desire only according to His will. In Jesus' name, amen. Happy birthday.
The First Lady said because Her Excellency Doreen jumped in early before the recording starts. So Your Excellency Doreen, for the sake of our recording, you need to give her an official greeting that it would go down in history, because we don't want to miss you on this broadcast, our COO. So go ahead, Your Excellency Doreen.
Jenny love, thank you so much for speaking to my spirit. I was like, will I finish my greetings, my wishes to Dr. Anita Davis-Defoe? Thank you very much, Dr. Michael Steele, for giving me the opportunity to add something to it. So what I was saying is that we appreciate you. You have a very beautiful smile. My goodness, you have a beautiful smile. And if you continue smiling, you remain young for forever young. I tell you, it is so contagious. It just keeps you watching her. For me, who was with her in Dubai, the only thing I was looking at was just this. And she kept smiling and smiling. I'm like, wow, she's such a wonderful person. We love you so very much. You have impacted many of us, some of who have left, but they still talk about you. They ask me, is Dr. Anita Davis-Defoe still in the class of Steele? I say, oh yeah, she is. And I'm telling you that when you're coming to present to us on Friday, we're like, let's go and learn and change things. Especially like for me, who owns a business. Every time you're talking, you're polishing me. Every time you're polishing. Many of the times, I share what you train me in my company. So thank you. You've been a blessing to us. We are so grateful. We love you beyond measure. From bottom up, we love you so much. And I remember the very first time, like, who said? Yes, Adiola. Adiola said that she first met you in the women's conference, myself too. So I looked at every speaker, and you were the person who was older than everyone, but then you spoke a lot of substance. I said, oh my God, I need to be around. This lady is speaking to what I really need. So it was so good for you to accept to come and serve in the class of steel, and we build it together, and you have not failed us. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. May God bless you. Happy belated birthday. May you live more and more years. My father asked the Lord, if I only live 100 years, that is it. Today he's 96 years. He's remaining with 4. So maybe for you, you live 120. So may God guide your footsteps and be blessed from wherever you are, even back to us. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Michael. Still back to you, sir.
Thank you so very much. Our COO, Her Excellency Dorin Burunji out of Uganda. And I want to ask for Dr. Charles. Dr. Charles, please unmute yourself.
Good evening, Your Excellency.
Good evening.
Dr. Michael Steele and the excellencies in the house. I'm very, very grateful to be given the opportunity by Your Excellency and the excellencies in the house that allowed me a room in this house of steel or class of steel. Please don't protest. I call it house of steel because it's a great house. It's not only a class, but a great house where we have many vessels. If other excellencies in the house have protested and look at me and say, we don't want him here, maybe Your Excellency might have changed his mind, allowing me a room. But I bless God for all of you. You are great. Coming to Dr. Anita Davis, Your Excellency, I still remember your presentation in the 12th of November this year, when we were talking about attitude, behavior, and what leadership should be concerned with. You talked about fixed mindset and growth mindset. Believe you me, you got me on in that particular lesson you taught us here. Even my wife that was listening to you at the background, every time she will, if I want to do something, you say, are you sure you are applying this to growth mindset or in a fixed mindset? She usually tells me with that. I have listened to a lot of women all over the whole world do presentation, but I am so much moved when I see a Black woman who is there, who has the great matter in her and is up there. My dear, I may not give you silver and gold or any of the accolades, but such as I give, I speak life and I speak the Spirit of God upon you, that the grace to continue to leave a legacy will continue to rest upon you, that you will continue to do all things through Christ that strengthens you. I pray that God will continue to guide you and keep you and sustain you and lead you to his glory in Jesus' name. Happy birthday, Ma.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, one of the things about the class of steel that makes me so proud, and they say pride come before fall, so I'm getting ready to fall if that's what comes after this. But one of the things that makes me so proud of the class of steel is you guys take notes. I'm so proud when I see you guys sitting down and taking notes and dates and have the ability to revert back to the dates and time of classes. You guys make me proud. I tell you. And Dr. Defoe, your teaching is so phenomenal. You honor your mentor, John Maxwell. John Maxwell should be proud to know that a person like yourself represents his teaching, represents his ethos, and represents what he stands for as a person. And you do it so beautifully and professionally. And I absolutely love your poetic voice. I think that one of the things that have brought me and you closer, why I sit back and I relish your classes personally, is because of your poetic voice. You just have a way with words. And it's not my turn to speak yet. I'm sorry for interrupting. Chuka Emeka, please. Chuka Emeka, say your greetings. Your Excellency Chuka Emeka, please say your greetings.
Good evening, Your Excellency Bishop Dr. Michael Steele, Her Excellency Jenny Steele, and Your Excellency Dr. Anita Defoe. Thank you. Good evening, all the excellencies in the class this evening. Dr. Anita, I want to wish you a happy belated birthday, and I pray that more and more wisdom be given to you, because I've gotten a lot of wisdom from you since I joined the class of Steele. Your class has always been exceptional and full of knowledge for life. Thank you very much. And I pray that God will give you very many fulfilling years. It's not yet ended, it just began. Happy birthday, Dr. Anita. And thank you to everyone in the house.
All right, thank you so very much, Chuka Emeka. Margaret, send your birthday greetings. I know you would have spoken just acknowledging Dr. Defoe, but Margaret Ahmed, Your Excellency, please send your birthday greetings to Dr. Defoe, or belated birthday greetings.
Good evening, Your Excellency, Dr. Michael Steele, and Her Excellency too, Jenny Steele, and every other excellence ambassador in the house. Well, I've heard a lot about you, Dr. Anita Davis. I've heard a lot, and I'm so proud of you. And I just want to say, happy belated birthday, happy belated birthday, happy belated birthday, my dear Dr. Anita. Happy belated birthday, happy belated birthday, happy belated birthday, Dr. Anita Davis. Hip, 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 hip.
Hooray!
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you so very much, Your Excellency Margaret Ahmed. I see Reverend Paul in the class this evening. It's such a pleasure to see Reverend Paul. He's been away on travels and extremely busy with his schedule, but I'm glad that he's able to join with us this evening. Your Excellency, Reverend Dr. Paul, would you convey your greetings also to Dr. Defoe? Reverend Paul. Reverend Paul, can you hear us? You're unmuted, but we cannot hear you.
Oh, are you not hearing me yet?
Yes, we can hear you now. Go ahead, Your Excellency.
I said good evening to all the excellencies in the house. I am sorry I have been absent for some time. I'm Dr. Anita Davis. We appreciate you. We enjoy your lectures a lot. Sometimes even when I don't have time, and they tell me, oh, Dr. Anita Davis is teaching this Friday, I try to look in a little before I leave. We appreciate you. And a happy belated birthday. I pray that the Lord will increase you in wisdom, in grace. And as you travel all around, the grace of the Lord will be upon you, and will continue to protect you and not allow anything to happen to you. I pray also that his mighty hand will be upon you. He will continue to guard you, and uphold you. Long life and prosperity will be your portion. More groundbreaking will be your portion. Open doors will be your portion. Wherever you go to, the favor of the Lord will be upon you. In the name of Jesus. Happy birthday once again. In Jesus' name.
Thank you so very much, Reverend Dr. Paul, for your greetings to Dr. Defoe. Dr. Defoe, do you have anything to say before I speak? You're free to speak before me. Go ahead, Dr. Defoe.
I just once again want to say how much I appreciate and how touched I am by just the goodness of the well wishes and the prayers. I received them all. And I thank you. And I thank you for, for celebrating this 2021 birthday with me. This year has been a very interesting year for us all, challenging year. There's so much unknown. We all living with uncertainty. So appreciating every moment, appreciating those people around us, and just cherishing this. And you all don't know how much I cherish this and cherish this birthday surprise, because indeed I am surprised. And very rarely am I totally speechless, and I'm sort of speechless, which is unusual because people always say, well, you talk a lot. So you guys are making me speechless because I'm overwhelmed with the love and the goodness that you're sharing with me today.
Okay, so thank you so very much for that. For all of you who've given your greetings, I want to give you a little bit of background about the foundation of Her Excellency Dr. Anita Davis-Defoe and her relationship with the class of steel. When we first had the vision to do the class of steel, a number of persons, I decided I was going to invite them to come and join with us in this vision. And one such person, as a matter of fact, the chief among them was Her Excellency Dr. Defoe. We spoke, and when I spoke to Her Excellency and I told her what I was planning and what we were looking at doing, immediately she said, I will support, I will help, I am there with you. And no matter what, you've got me. And herself and myself and our team, we decided to look at bringing other folks on board who are going to try to work with us and stick with us. And one of the things that I really want to celebrate, Dr. Anita Davis-Defoe, on your birthday, Dr. Defoe, is your stickability. You should write that word down. It's a new word if it's a new one, stickability. You know, a lot of times when you become a part of something that you bring others from outside in, a lot of times others would come with a new influence or a new way of thinking and sometimes pull you away from what you're doing or what you're focused on. And Dr. Defoe, you never abandoned the ship. You just stuck to the ship. There's so many that came and they have left, they've gone on to other things, but you stuck with us. When we started the classes still with 100-year vision. It's not 100 years yet. It's not 5 years yet. It's not 10 years yet. And Dr. Defoe, you stuck with us. We said we were going to Dubai. Remember, we were planning for our first trip, and a lot of folks, were hoping and would like to and stuff. And Dr. Defoe, you said to me, I'm going to be there. And I just, Dr. Defoe, you are one of the most amazing persons. I'm glad that the classes still have you every Friday, that you belong to us, because we guard you jealously. We're not letting you go nowhere. We're gonna lasso you. We're gonna tie you down. We're gonna hold on to you. Because when you say you are going to do something, Dr. Defoe, you do it. You stick to it. And you have added to the model of the class of steel that I celebrate. Because a lot of times when we say we're going to do things, it is based on so many different dynamics. Dr. Defoe, you showed up in Dubai the first time. And then when we said we're going to go to Dubai again, come on, Dr. Defoe, wave at me, Dr. Defoe, wave at me, wave at me. Dr. Defoe was the first person that says, I am going to be there. I make sure I'm going to be there. Dr. Defoe, you make me so proud as a mentor, me and First Lady and our management team, all the members of the class of steel. You just turn it up a notch. You just turn it up a notch. You showed up. You were in Dubai, and this time when we were there, we were so busy. We didn't even get a chance to spend any mutual time together, chilling. You know, we were so busy, Dr. Defoe, because of progress. Yes, yes, but we were both there in spirit and heart. And two things, even though I come to the class of steel on Fridays, class of steel has me 7 days a week in heart and spirit, because even when I'm not with you, I'm with you. And I got an opportunity to represent class of steel when we went back the second time on one of the panels. And you don't know how many people have reached out to me interested in class of steel and our work by virtue of, you know, of the panel, and came up to me after and said they appreciated the comments. And, you know, part of what John shares more and more, and he's really holding on even more, you notice in his work, to his faith, is that once, you know, things happen, and sometimes you cannot, you know, meet the commitment that you make, but your word is your bond. That's your brand. And I want to have a brand of stick-to-itiveness, sticking to it. That when I tell someone I'm gonna do something, unless it's just out of my control, that I can, that I meet that brand. And I want, when I say that I'm gonna serve, I'm gonna be a part of something, that I show up, and that I show up prepared, and I show with a spirit of excellency. And I liked what you, from the time you told me that you were doing the class of steel, and what your intent and what you were doing. And I love the mission and the vision. And it touched me that, and many of them in the circle don't know that you and I had known each other for many years, but we had not talked in many years, even though I would see what you were doing sometimes on social media and vice versa. But when you said Spirit told you to reach out to me, and I believe very much in divine assignment and spirit. And you and I picked up like we had just had a cup of bush tea the night before, and it was back to working together. And that's when you have a spiritual connection, a divine assignment. And so there's no mistake that who's in the class of steel, who's here, who's supposed to be here. And I've learned that people sometimes, you know, come and go. Their season is over. And it's not a reflection on you. And many times it might be a reflection on them, but even so, it's really about divine timing and what you're supposed to do. So I counted joy, I counted blessing, and I know in this season that part of my time and my work is with the class of steel, because there's much, you know, value, and it does my heart good to hear that I have some
forward somehow in your lives, your spirit, in your work, in your, but the class is still has opened many in my sphere of influence, to expand as well. So I've counted as joy on both sides, and that it's win-win-win. And class of still is only going to grow and grow and grow. I look at leaps and bounds from the first conversation that we have and where we're sitting here with 14 days left in 2021, and where you've come from and where you're going in 2022. So I count it all joy, and I thank you for letting me be a part of this impressive mission and vision to really prepare the next generations, millennials, Gen Zs, and the more seasoned, the next generation of impactful leaders. Because as John says, everything rises and falls on leadership.
Definitely. Thank you so very much. One of the things that I will share with Dr. Defoe that have also inspired me is her adaptability. How many of you know that COVID caused us to create an environment where we had to change the way we operate? Persons now had to get to learn Zoom and Microsoft Teams and everything like that. And I remember Dr. Defoe, and I still could see some of those broadcasts. If you go through our archives and look at those broadcasts where the internet would not allow us the privilege of proper communicating, we popped out and popped in and popped out. But Dr. Defoe, you remain resilient. You remain poised. And I even look at Her Excellency Bishop Comfort, and I recognize that you guys stuck to it. And you guys did not give up. And now look at us today, being able to communicate more proficient and professionally with Zoom. So Dr. Defoe, even in technology, you went through that curve and the frustration, but you did it so professionally. And I actually want to acknowledge you for that as well, because that was a hurdle and continues to be a hurdle to overcome.
Oh, most definitely. And the day that I really recall, and part of it was that day I was broadcasting from the Virgin Islands. And the Virgin Islands has a lot of difficulty with technology. So the internet goes on and off. I was on a Zoom with the Virgin Islands this morning. People were on and off, so it can become very frustrating. But part of leading and adapting and growth mindset, you might get knocked down 100 times, but you get up 102 times. You just keep getting up. You refuse. I even remember when you're saying that, I had Zoom when it first came out, but a lot of people didn't know what it was some years ago, and they weren't using it. And they told me, "Oh, you're ridiculous. Nobody's going to be meeting online. You wasted your money." I don't know. Countless people told me that, and now everybody's talking about Zoom fatigue because everybody's having to learn. And the Zoom creator, he's a lesson to us all, because you have to know he had to have hundreds of naysayers that told him he was foolish when he created this. And so whatever dream that people in the class, whatever you have, whatever your spirit is telling you that is part of your mission, you can't let naysayers derail you. You got to walk and trust, because sometimes people can't, see the vision. Wonder if he had not created Zoom. And like you said, he created it, and then now Microsoft is trying to create two teams. Google has Google Meet. Everybody's trying to replicate some kind of platform. So you have to listen to your heart and spirit, and that's a lesson to us all. Not only the adaptability, but also the perseverance and the persistence to whatever the dream that's in your heart and your spirit.
Dr. DeFore, this is your day today, and we're focused on you. What is your aspiration for next year? What do you see next year doing for you, and what are you delving into next year full force that we in the class and field can look at saying, okay, well, let's see how we can cause you to have a more successful year so that in 2022 we can all rejoice together.
Well, there's several things that I'm working on.
You want them, by the way,
I'm
interrupting you. Do you want them to go public? Because right now you're on Facebook, you're on YouTube, and you're on LinkedIn Live. Are you okay to go stay live?
That's fine, because I'll just give some high level. One of the things is an upshift learning academy that I'll be offering in partnership with Class of Steel, that will have classes that so that there is continuous learning anytime. So in a lot of capacity building areas around leadership, NGO development and business development. So it can look forward to the Upshift Academy, and it'll be a link on my website that will be co-branded, hopefully with the Class of Steel. And then I'm doing some exciting work with a colleague to really level the playing field when it comes to women in business. Women in business, we tend to always be under-resourced. We are under-resourced, and we also, when we do get resources, we often don't always have access to the business intelligence information so that we can really scale our businesses properly. And one of the things that I made a commitment to my village in Nigeria some years ago, and that still guides me every day. When I was there, my host, her tailor, came and they made, leading up to my chief's ceremony, they made me a beautiful dress every day. And I did training about social enterprise and business development. Excuse me. And I saw all of the talents that people had, but being able to grow their businesses, because unless they had a connection in another to get their products and services out. And so I'm working on a project with someone that infuses technology so that this will be a way for all businesses, but really particularly a focus on women, because I sat in a room there in the Quiet Bomb. It was 200 or 300 women the first day, and they went and told other women in the village about the training. And I still have this sheet of paper where women came from out of the village saying, can I put my name on the list? Can I be a part of this? Can I be a training? And you could see the sadness in their eyes. And this was because they needed access to opportunity. So I'm looking to do some work, hopefully in the next 60 days will be a full-fledged. We've been working on this for the last year because it has elements of technology and also some micro lending pieces in it, and some granting. And we are moving, forward. Me and the colleague that are working on it, we met just last week about it, and things are moving forward. So I'm hoping to have something to announce in the next 60 days about movement with this. And this is a global project. So this won't just be for, women and projects in the US. This is for our global village. And so those are two things that I'm hoping to fully manifest and I'm pursuing in 2022.
Well, on the behalf of Margaret Ahmed, Her Excellency Margaret Ahmed, and Homemakers Women's Development Initiative, we want to officially and publicly confirm that you are going to be established officially as our representative out of New York and at the United Nations. So the organization Homemakers Women's Development Initiative, that is in special consultative status with the United Nations. You will be a strong voice for the women of Africa and the nations at the United Nations in the headquarters in New York. So Ambassador Dr. Anita Davis-Defoe at another level. So 2021 is going to add some significant, what I think, wind to your wings. And added to that, we have a very strong team of global leaders in 2022 that we are going to be putting together so that the class of steel goes to the next level. So I know that you're with us and behind the scene you are kicking dust, but I want you to know equally that we're kicking dust, all of us. And we've had the past couple of meetings, the class of steel have been very powerful. And I think that we are positioned, we are well positioned for 2022. I see Bishop Comfort is smiling. I see Zion. I see the team is smirking. Your Excellency Dori Murunji, do you have any comments, ma'am? Any comments from our COO?
Your Excellency, Dr. Michael, thank you once again. My comments, I just want to appreciate each and everybody for being in the class of steel for the whole year. It has not been easy. It has had ups and downs, but we thank God for the changes that have been done. We thank the Lord for the achievements that we have achieved. We thank the Lord for the exposure that we have had and the new relationships we have made. And if it wasn't because of the team, especially our mentor, Dr. Michael Steele, who keeps saying, keep moving, keep going, keep pushing, maybe we would not have gotten this far. I would like to thank so much I would like to extend, on behalf of the class of steel, I would like to thank Her Excellency, Dr. Anita Davis-Defoe, for supporting the class of steel. I'm very sure that we all appreciate her because there are times when His Excellency Dr. Michael Steele is busy and maybe he's also tired. Dr. Anita Davis-Defoe was there for the class of steel. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so very, very, very much. And I also want to thank the Lord for guiding our mentor, Dr. Michael Steele, to put us in the right positions where we all can operate well. How you identified it, how you put us all together in parts of the continent we are, and we fit in where you've appointed us. We want to say a big thank you from the Lord. It means that Dr. Michael Steele is being guided by God himself, and he is able to push everyone to reach where we are going, without forgetting Mommy Jenny Steele. Jenny Steele, you have really been still. You have been still, now still. You've been there for the class of steel. Thank you, Mom. Thank you so very much. There are times when I and Bella would just sit down and think about you and say, how do you cope? How do you manage to keep everything together? You are such a star. We appreciate you, Mom. Jenny Steele, we appreciate you. Africa appreciates you. You have built relationships not only in with us, but with our families, where we sit down and share and say, there is a strong woman. There is a strong woman that one person needs to really meet, and that is Jenny Steele. How does she do it? To support, to endure the challenges of the class of Steele and whatever our mentor has been going through this year. We have come to the end of the class of our term this year, but for sure we have been victorious. There is a time when we were in a shake, and we're like, is it gonna continue or it's gonna stop? Is it gonna continue? It's gonna stop. But also a big thank you to our chief of protocol, who also stepped in and said, no, we need to keep pushing it. And then he contacted all of us in the class of Steele, and we're like, yes, we can do it. I want to appreciate the Olukoyos. They are always positive. If there are people that we need to hold on, the pillars of the class of Steele, the family, Mr. and Mrs., His Excellency and Her Excellency, the Olukoyos. May God richly bless you too. Bless you so very much. I would also like to extend our appreciation to Her Excellency Bishop Dr. Comfort. Wow, Mom. Amidst of your challenge, amidst of your health, amidst of all the commitments you have had, you keep us going as the young women, and you say, continue doing good, continue pursuing. And she encourages that we all have to give our best. I know each and everyone in the class of Steele what they are. They've been a strength to building the class of Steele and showing up. With your age, you still behave like a young lady, and you encourage us, the young ones, that we can actually achieve what we want to do. We can have, Mom, thank you so much. Thank you. Zionist, you were just a missing piece of the class of Steele. We're like, okay, this one has joined us. You joined us in this year, but we just connected with you. We are so lucky to see you from wherever you are, and also thinking about our mentor and his family, how you organize and coordinated to make a birthday for His Excellency Dr. Michael Steele. You went out of your way, bought gifts for their home. Thank you so much, because at times some of us were really on the wall. There's nothing we could do, but you organized everything for the good of our mentor. May God richly bless you. Doctor, you are such a you're a good person of value. How do you do? How can I explain? Your submissions are always challenging. You want to do us. Thank you so much, Dr. Charles. We also appreciate your submissions and your input in the class of Steele. Chuka Omeka, you're such a wonderful person. Look forward to continuing with you in 2022. Dr. His Excellency, Dr. Paul Udemba, may God also bless you for your contributions, for speaking to us. And bringing us to where we have to continue to go making. Thank you so much. I would like to say, Dr. Michael Steele, I think everyone in the class of Steele I have, without forgetting Daniel Sukoro, for being with us the whole year. And we wish to continue with you in the next year. For George, may you continue to grow, may you continue to live. So I would like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And may you keep safe and enjoy the holidays. Don't forget to send me may God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much, our COO for the class of Steel, and Dr. Defoe. I'm getting ready to send out our final year's greetings, blessings, salutations to everyone. So before I do that, Dr. Defoe, do you have any final words to say for the year of the class of Steel? And we're going into our new year, so we're just sending our final greetings before our ending today. Tomorrow is our last class for the youth, where everybody's going to come together who will show for the last class Saturday. But today is the final day until the 7th of January. We return back on the 7th of January. So Dr. Defoe, any thoughts for your final words for the year?
I would say this as I reflect, as I alluded to earlier. There's 14 days left in this year, and those 14 days can be very powerful for everybody in the class of Steel. What I was going to talk about today was something I was calling Manifest You in 2022. And what I would challenge everybody is to look at your personal growth opportunities. Reflect on your goals and your aspirations for the new year. Go ahead and start in the 14 days you have left in this year. Start to put your plan. Think about what it is you need to do. Also take time and reflect. Reflect on how much you've accomplished these 12 months. Don't stay at the pity party table. Don't focus on, your losses. Have the spirit of you to be your authentic self, to manifest you in 2022. What areas do you want to learn? What are those skills that you want to expand? What is it that you know is your divine assignment that you kind of put in your back pocket, or you kind of push it to the side? Be you, do you, because whatever that divine assignment is, there's people out in the world that are waiting for you, because when you manifest you, you will enable someone else to manifest themselves. And so I just urge you to define success based on your own definition. Everybody's definition of success should be your own, because the only race you should be running is the race with yourself and the person that you were yesterday. So you can look at who can you be today and what are you going to be tomorrow. That's the only race that you should have. Your race is not to compete with anybody else, because once you walk in your divine assignment and you claim it, the universe, the resources, what you need will come to you. It will start to search you out when you walk in a divine purpose. So I just encourage, everyone, decide to manifest you in 2022. Everybody else is taken, so do you. Be you, embrace you, and do self-care, youth. We often do so much for others, but we don't put ourselves on the agenda. Take some time for yourself so you can nourish yourself, because the more you do that, the more you're able to be creative and innovative. 2022 can be a magnificent year. Yes, we've had many challenges, but in these challenges, there's been massive opportunities. As it was said, everybody in the class is still, we embracing a growth mentality. We not fixed on yesterday or what happened with the problem. The only thing yesterday can do is teach us how to live better in the present. And as the movie would say, and this is Ebonics, more better in the future. That's all. So just remember that. Be you. I offer season's greetings to everyone. Enjoy the Kwanzaa season and peace and blessings to everyone. I love you all and thank you so much for sharing December Human Rights Day with me, my birthday. I love you, class of Steel.
Thank you so very much. Let's give her a class of steel celebration. This is how you know that we're here. We celebrate you. Come on, Doreen. I'm not seeing you, Your Excellency Doreen. We celebrate you, Dr. Defoe, and all of you in the class of steel. We celebrate you. I want to identify, if I may, the person of His Royal Majesty King Asaga. Your Majesty, out of Ghana, would you just unmute yourself and greet the class? Always a pleasure to have you join in with us from your extremely busy schedule. We just want to thank you and acknowledge you this evening. Your Majesty, you're welcome.
Hello.
Good evening, Your Majesty. We can hear you.
Yes. I'm once again excited to be with you. Anytime I have the opportunity to join the class, I feel so glad, so energized to hear the voices of all these good and great people. I love you all. The year, we have almost ended the year. We are ending the year. 14 days to complete the cycle. I just want you to know that whatever has happened this year to you, that rejoice. The Bible says, would you give thanks in all circumstances, which you give thanks to God. Our hymn, our good hymn that encourages us says that count your blessings, name them one by one, and you would see what the Lord has done. Most often we are not counting our blessings, but we are counting the misfortunes that we went through. And you just sit down and lament on your misfortunes, and you are saying, God did not treat me well. But hey, your blessings are so many. When you count your blessings and acknowledge them, that is what will strengthen you. And some kind of misfortune might have come, and you are asking, why me? Don't see it as that. Again, encourage yourself, for the scripture says that all things work together for good for them that love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. We in the class of steel are all people who love God. And particularly our leader, His Excellency Steele, as someone already acknowledged and collaborated, that he is someone who loves God. And that is why he has been able to sustain this group for this whole period that we have been together. Thumbs high to you, His Excellency Steele. I'm admiring you so much, so much. You've done a great job. This is a yeoman's job. You have been able to keep us together, keep the spirit, keep the excitement. We are all eager. Every time you are eager to join the class, you know you are coming in for something new, something afresh, something to energize you. Never have I left this class without new energy, fresh. I'm saying you are wonderful. My thumb is high for you. Be blessed. And all colleagues, I am happy to have met you like I still said, because of my busy schedule, I have not been able to interact with you much. But I'm hoping the new year, next year, we will continue and I'll get to know you better. God bless you and thank you. Once again, good evening.
Thank you, Your Royal Majesty Asaga out of Ghana. Always an absolute pleasure to have you join in with us. And equally, we look forward to our visit to Ghana as we continue to build and strengthen our relationship and our international ties. Again, Your Majesty, thank you for being with us. And season's greetings to you and a successful new year to you and to all those that you oversee and manage, that they are successful in the coming years, Your Majesty.
Thank you, and same to you.
With that being said, First Lady Jeannie Steele, would you please unmute yourself and convey your greetings and well wishes and your thought for the end of the year, please, ma'am.
Greetings again to everyone. It has been a wonderful new year. Well, not new year, it has been a wonderful year, 2020, even though we've had our challenges globally, financially with the pandemic and so on. In the class of Steel, I must say and celebrate that we did have a wonderful year. Wasn't it a wonderful year? We had an amazing year here on Zoom together as a family, loving and sharing and supporting each other here in the class of Steel. That the outside, everything going on around us, it gave us the opportunity to feel as though it didn't matter. It didn't matter what was going on around us. We were in this beautiful bubble here in the class of Steel, loving and sharing with each other and keeping each other supported. So for me, and I believe for everyone else, it was an amazing year, and I look forward to 2022. And correcting what His Excellency has said earlier, class will not resume on the 7th. That will be the end. That's the Friday in January, which will be the ending of the holiday. But the youth class will resume on the 8th, which is the following Saturday. And our usual class of Steel will resume on the 10th. So January 8th, the youth class, and January 10th will be the normal class of Steel adult class. What we can look forward to next year, another year of wonderful information being shared. We'll have some new topics. We'll have new presenters sharing with us. We're going to have certified courses coming out next year as well. And we will speak to everyone individually based on their direction and based on what they want to achieve for their future. We will speak to everyone individually to determine that and to see how we can assist them with choosing and selecting the courses and resources that are right for them. As well, next year you can look forward to seeing presentations and classes run by our mentors, our members, who are also very well skilled and very well talented and have lots to share as well. So we're looking forward to seeing classes being held by our members. And for our members, I want you to know that I will be scheduling meetings over the 3-week period to speak to each of you individually and get a sense of where you are at the end of this year and how we can continue to help you in 2022. So you can look out for a WhatsApp message from me that we can have a scheduled meeting with each, so I can have the opportunity to have a scheduled personal meeting with each of you. And yeah, those are my announcements. And with that, I just want to wish you all season's greetings I wish you a safe and blessed holiday season, yourself and your families, your communities, all your loved ones, and God bless you all.
Thank you so very much, Your Excellency. And you could hear Josh in the background making his contribution as always. I'm not sure why when we have the class, he gets more excited. I think he gets excited because he wants to teach from behind the scenes. So that's part of our excitement in the class of steel. Most of our videos will have him, so he will be able to say, I was in the class of steel from the time it was a beginning. So 30 years, 20 or 30 years from now, Josh will be there and you will be able to see him in all these videos. With that being said, I also want to ask our Chief of Protocol, His Excellency Dr. Ewers, to kindly give his end of year greeting and submission. Your Excellency Dr. Ewers, if you're able to unmute, please just inform so I am aware. I don't want to catch you unawares knowing you're, are you able, Your Excellency Dr. Ewers?
Can you hear me, sir? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Are you able to give your end of year?
Yes, sir. I was just waiting. I was also wanted to say, we have the after social. I won't be able. Are you going to have the after social after this? Because I'll be unable to attend that one. You normally on.
Well, before you do that, Dr. Charles, are you available for our after social? Dr. Charles, are you available? Your Excellency, Dr. Charles, are you available for the Friday, our Friday night meet?
I mean for today?
Yes, it's Friday.
Okay, I will try.
No, don't say you will try. Tell me if you're available. If you're available, we can do it at 9 o'clock instead of 9:30.
Okay, I'll be available.
Okay.
Sorry. The way I speak, that has been our traditional from our place. We usually say that. It doesn't mean I won't do it, but I believe through God that strengthens me. So please forgive me for using that word try.
I will see you at 9 o'clock. Zionist, are you available as well to join us tonight, Zionist? It's Friday night, the last one. You're available, Zionist?
Yes, Your Excellency.
Awesome. Chuka Emeka, are you available for our last one tonight?
Your Excellency, I have total blackouts here and I'm using my phone, so I wouldn't be able to join in through the video. Or if I can just join audio, it's okay, but I wouldn't be able to be using video.
Audio is fine if you're able. Olukoya, are you joining us tonight for the final one? The final one is tonight. Your Excellency Olukoya, you're joining us?
Sorry, sir. My iPad has been going on and off. The current here is low. I'm in the village now.
Okay,
in the east. Yes, sir. So, in fact, I wanted to take permission that I will have to leave because the battery is about to go.
All right. So, Your Excellency, we have Dr. Charles, we have Zionist, we have myself, we have Chuka Emeka. Your Excellency Doreen, are you awake and alert tonight? It's Friday night. Your Excellency Doreen, you're joining us?
Your Excellency, I'm not joining you tonight.
Okay, good. Don't worry about it. We just have a small team. It's good. The small team is fine. Your Excellency, Dr. Please carry on. We have a small team.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
I'm glad that the class of steel is when one person won't be able to make it, it can carry on. That's fantastic. What I'd just like to put, what take I would like just to add on and listening to everybody and celebrating Dr. Defoe and all the things with the class of steel and His Excellency and all the excellency in the house. One thing I would like to encourage or also remind, if anybody ever read the autobiography of Joe Biden, the president, Joe Biden is nearly 80 and he never stopped and giving up till he become the president. And that thought just dropping none of us in the class of Steve is that age. And so whatever we have, whether for the end of 2021, going over to 2022, we have life, we have health. Health is wealth. So whatever you can put in for humanitarian, for being a good Samaritan, for being a good person, to help somebody else. And I love the spirit of Dr. Defoe and all the ladies and the women she working with in Africa. All of us can do something in this world. A legacy, a good memory when they're reading urology over your box. That what you've done and the legacy you left behind. Let us leave a legacy behind in the class of SEAL. I just want to encourage you that we are doing good. We're hanging on in there. Don't give up. Even though the boat is rocking, don't go off the boat. Stay on board. The boat will rock. But those who stay on board will reap what they sow, will reap the fruition of what they've been putting in with the class of God. Bless you. Keep up the good work, Lady Jenny, Dr. Michael Steele, the class of Steele, the ambassadors. We're going over, crossing over, as they would say, for 2022. So let us cross over with a shout. Let us cross over with victory. Let us cross over with a smile. Let us cross over that we are more than conquerors. Heaven bless you. I hand back to you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so very much, Your Excellency, our Chief of Protocol with the Jamaican Passion. I feel you, bro. I feel you. Hey, like Bob Marley would say, one love. I feel you, and I celebrate with you as well. Looking forward to next year. So with that being said, Zionist McCurry, do you want to say your final word for the New Year, Zionist? I think they call it Zionist. Why is Zionist?
Yes, I'm in total agreement with all the contribution and the prayer from all the excellencies in the house. It has been an unexpected, I would say, blessing. To know one is a blessing, but to know many is even a greater blessing. I have been blessed coming into the House of Sale, using the words of Dr. Charles. It's been an honor, it's been a privilege, and it's been a blessing meeting all the excellencies in the house and getting impartation of knowledge from the excellent teachings that takes place in the class of SEAL, and the excellent contribution also from every member of the class of SEAL. And I thank you, Your Excellency Bishop Dr. Michael Steele, for your resiliency in keeping us going through hard time. And I also acknowledge her First Lady, Her Excellency Jenny Steele, for her great and immense contribution in helping to keep us, all of us, going, encouraged to continue to participate in the class of SEAL. I thank you all for your warm acceptance. Thank you, our CEO, Her Excellency Doreen. Your smile always cheer me up, and your acknowledgement of everyone always cheers me up. You could be one of the youngest, but the way you embrace us makes you feel like a grandmother. Not that you're a grandmother, I'm just using an expression of gratitude, how you warmly acknowledge everybody. And it's like you've already had a rendezvous. You've already met us in person, and we've rapport. That's the way you come across each time. And so, well done to you for your spirit of leadership. It is remarkable. I also thank the person of the Chief of Protocol, do not use, whose voice is like this big mega loudspeaker that wakes you up from slumber and keeps you alert to what is going on and full of encouragement. When you hear his voice, you have no choice but to sit up and and fear nothing. It's just like this mighty lion rolling and protecting everyone. So he's very, very encouraging. And I appreciate his input, how he steps in, dives into it, and you're thinking, okay, how is he going to put this together? But he does all the time. And so great appreciation to him. And our mother, Her Excellency, Dr. Comfort Edu, this smile, this soft voice, just holding it together. No one of us here that hasn't got an issue in life to deal with. Some are great, some have greater issues, some have lesser issue, but to every man, wherever the shoe hurts, it is a burden to them. And to see our mother coming in from the outside and, joining the class of still full of smile, her smile, her contribution, the soft voice, it's very encouraging. And that is the beauty of class of steel. Whether you have a small voice, or you have a soft voice, or you have a loud voice, it speaks to every one of us in different way. And collectively, the diversity and the uniqueness of who we are just makes class of steel beautiful. And so our mother, Her Excellency, Bishop Dr. Comfort Edu, thank you ever so much, and for this gentle spirit that is upon you, that makes me feel comforted, make me feel wrapped up in the warmth of embrace of class of. Your aura is in the class of C whenever you show up. And Dr. Anita Defoe, Your Excellency, wonderful impartation of knowledge. I do not know where you get the energy, because I hear the phone ringing in the background, people wanting your attention, and yet, you have slide to show to us, and yet you have all the energy. I suppose, if I don't hear your teaching, I should see your action and try to emulate you. But you know what? I hear your teaching and I see your action, your resiliency, your composure, your perseverance, and that also is a testament to the fact that you are a leader. It says, show me your leader and I will show you the student, or show me the student and I will show you the leader. You're one to emulate. You're a role model in all aspects. In femininity, you're wonderful. Sometimes I go looking for my lipstick before I come to your class, but unfortunately, sometimes, I don't remember to put them on, because I look at you and I'm thinking, wow, you represent everything that makes people, grow to be better in life. So I thank you very much. And how can I forget His Royal Majesties that comes here, irrespective of how much they are pushed, they still have the opportunity to come and see the subject. And when they speak to us, although the class is not big, I didn't imagine the global influence they have, and they are speaking to us. That is very encouraging. And I say thank you to all our Royal Majesties that comes on board and participate. And again, how can I forget my mentor? His Excellency Architect Olukoya. I saw him, I know him, and I felt that wherever the lion steps into, I ought to go soon, because there's going to be a big meet somewhere there, and I wasn't wrong, So I thank him very much. He did not persuade. He said, "Come along." That's what he said. Come along. And that was just good enough for me. And I am always willing to support him in whatever capacity. And the wife as well, Her Excellency Adeola, I cherish her so much, ever glued next to the husband. When I speak to her, I've already spoken to His Excellency Architect Olukoya. They are formidable force, both of them. They are real. They practice what they say, and I pray the grace of God upon them and upon every one of us here. Dr. Charles, thank you very much for your wonderful contribution all the time, and for the smile. Your smile is like you break the ice all the time. Thank you so much. And His Excellency Reverend Daniel Soporo, Thank you ever so much. Thank you for your elderly wisdom, for your soft-spoken word to us, for your contribution. I thank you. His Excellency Chukwuemeka, wow. Always aspiring, breaking forth, like when Jacob and Esau were in the womb, you just want to get out there and get going, dig your feet in, whether you understand the concept or the context or not, you surely come through all the time. And I just want to say thank you for your perseverance and for your show of willingness to be one of the class of steel students. And so I want to thank everybody here. I may not mention everybody's name, but to be honest, to you all, I love each one of you. I cherish you. I look forward to the day when I'll pick up the phone and call any one of you. To the day when I will say to His Excellency, Bishop Dr. Michael Steele, I'm going to our mother in Ghana. Do you have any package that you want to send to her? I'm looking forward to those days, to those periods, because I love to rapport. I love to meet all of you. I thank you all ever so much. Your First Lady, thank you once again. Behind every great man, there is a beautiful, intelligent lady. We thank you so much for what you are doing, for what you are willing to do. How can you find the time to say, I'm going to call each one of you individually to have an evaluation and assessment and find where to place you? I mean, that takes a lot of dedication. That takes a lot of love for humanity. And hey, the Lord has called you to do this. He will empower you to fulfill that mission and vision in the name of Jesus Christ, because this is the end of the year. And I speak God's blessing upon every one of us, and may the face of the Lord shine upon us. If you're a Muslim brother here, you know what? I love you, because Jesus Christ said the greatest commandment is to love our neighbor as ourselves, irrespective of religion. Whatever religion you are, Christ said that we should love. Without love, we don't know Him. So I love you, or whatever religion you are, whoever you are, my love to you, and I bless you all in this new year. We will come back greater and we will march forward mightier. Thank you, Bishop Dr. Michael Steele. I love you all in Jesus' name.
Great. Thank you so very much. Some people are getting passionate at the end of the year. My goodness. I see. Adiola, please say your final goodbye to everybody for the end of the year. Dr. Defoe, I'm just letting everybody release their final dose of passion and excitement and goodbye for the rest of the year. Adiola, go ahead. Your turn.
Thank you so much. All I just want to say is honestly, it's been great knowing everyone in this big family, because we are a family. Even though we've not met, we've not seen ourselves in person, but every time we come together, gather together, to share together and to bear one another's burden. I just want to say thank you to His Excellency Bishop Steele, for the privilege given to us, for the love shown to me, to my family, to my husband, extending it to our children. We want to say thank you. We really love it. We really love you, and we're not taking it for granted. And, we want to say big thank you to the First Lady, always behind the scene, and she sees everything. She doesn't allow anything, to go out of sight. And, she has been a big support to Bishop and also to us as a family. So the Lord bless you. The Lord will increase you. The Lord will strengthen you. We really appreciate you, and, for the kind of person you are, we really appreciate you, You are not always, you don't always want to be, where people will see you, but, but every one of us, we are feeling your impact, wherever we find us. So I want to thank you, because, you've been so wonderful and amazing. And I want to say big thank you to everybody in the house. Doreen, Bishop Adu, Mr. Sokuru, Wege, but just permit me, Dr. Anita Defoe, Mrs. Margaret, Dr. Charles, and everyone, Chukwemeka, and my big sister there. I just want to say thank God for this privilege being given to us, and trusting God for 2022. We know that God is going to do great things. It's going to be greater than, today, what we've been able to achieve. We'll be celebrating. And that's what is going to be our testimony. And just like, Bishop, Dr. Defoe has said, and that what I'm holding on to, let every one of us be joyful. No matter what is happening around us, no matter what the world is saying, we must not lose our joy. Thank you, and God bless us.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so very much. Dr. Comfort Adu, your final word for the year. Dr. Comfort Adu, out of Ghana.
Yeah. Thank you, Your Excellency, Bishop Dr. Michael. Our last verse for this class of 2021 greetings from Ghana. I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I hope you all enjoy the season, the Yuletide. Thank you for accepting me when I came in and was introduced by His Excellency, Dr. Reverend Paul. It was a crossroad for me. I was thinking of not taking any load on my baggage. I think my hands were full. But I've loved being in the class of sale. And sometimes it's like I'm too busy, but then I found myself pushing myself into it. It's all because of the family tie and the teachings that our mentors give to us. And most especially the First Lady, who always makes sure that things go well. Thank you for your merry spirit. You have pushed our mentor to this level by the grace of God. And to everyone, I know there are more challenges than what one can think of. But the day I heard a message from Her Excellency Dr. Anita Defoe, he said, we never lose in life. We either win or learn. It has been ringing in my mind. Each time I get to a tight situation, I said, I'm learning. I never call myself, I'm losing. I'm learning. Thank you so much for that message. And Your Excellency Bishop Steele, who always wants us to think of ourselves as being on this planet Earth and then have to make an impact, no matter what it is. Other people have made it. It's now our turn. And we have to try at all costs to make it. And we will make it in Jesus' name. I know he doesn't like me being a bit spiritual, but let me put it this way. And I don't know whether you believe in prophecies or you believe in dreams. Yesterday, what I dreamt is a hard journey, but we'll make it. We'll make it in Jesus' name. The road was rough, but we were moving, people were moving. Where we got to, there will be a final destination. And I thank God for everyone, each of you. If I say I'm going to talk about each one, time will not permit me. But I love you all. I cherish you all. I'm glad to meet all you on the class of sale. And I'm saying that the year 2022, I have not seen anything, I've not heard anything, but I believe and trust that as the good Lord has brought us to this end, He will definitely take us to another level. So on this note, I will say, cheerio and have a nice and wonderful Yuletide. Thank you so much. Blessings upon blessings. Amen.
Thank you so very much, Your Excellency, Bishop Dr. Comfort Adu. On the behalf of all in the class of steel, our partners that are not here and are not seen, our associates, our directors, our friends, our well-wishers. On behalf of my wife, Jeannie Steele, who I can assure you, you've all mentioned she's been a tower of strength and support. I can confirm that for me, she is one of the most amazing persons and I celebrate her very highly. Having a 6-year-old running all over the place, you guys don't have a clue why Her Excellency haven't had the privilege of her cameras and just being there. But we thank God for his grace and for allowing us to see the ending of another year, and another year where we could say we look forward to 2022 together. We are going to be celebrating the fact that those who are out there that don't have a voice, we will be in a position to give them a voice. Those who don't have mentors and teachers through Her Excellency Dr. Anita Davis-Defoe's teaching and our teaching, we will make the class of Steele's teaching available for them. And we hope that these videos, there will be a few hundred videos by the time this year completes and next year. We hope that these videos add value to you and that you share them. These videos are going to live long after we're gone. The question is, what contribution are you making to the generations to come? What content are you putting out there that the generations to come are able to be impacted and empowered and bring about the change that is necessary for a better Africa, a better Europe, a better Americas, a better Caribbean? What are you doing? I want to challenge you in 2022 to make an impact. But more than just making an impact, make an input. Please give your voice to the necessity of those that are struggling for good advice, experience, and information. Let the world be a better place because you are a part of it. I'm His Excellency Dr. Michael Steele, and I want to thank Her Excellency Dr. Anita Davis-Defoe so profusely. Dr. Defoe, I appreciate you and I love you dearly. And I want you to know, Dr. Defoe, I look forward to 2022 with you. If you think that we've seen fire in 2021, trust me, I have so many wonderful things that we look forward to in 2022. So with that being said, good night and God bless you. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Good night. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
In
Merry
advance.
Christmas. Merry
Good
Christmas
night,
to everyone. Bye-bye.
Here.
Good night.
Dr. Charles, I think I'm going to see you guys at 9:30. Now it's 9 o'clock already, and I don't think that I'm just going to jump straight off. Let me go get some refreshment, and I'll see you guys at 9:30.
Me too.
9:30 it is. So bye-bye, guys. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Zionist, see you at 9:30.
Yes, Your Excellency. Good night.
Good night, everybody. Dr. Charles, everybody, good night.